do this. Can you refresh, please? Because it is streaming.
Okay.
It is streaming here, so
Yes, but there is still offline.
no, it's okay.
In
Okay.
but I can see the.
Okay. Thank you,
live.
everybody, for the patience. Yeah.
Thank you.
So the build is still going, so no news here. I really don't understand. Oh, this is some stuff that Sebastiano was doing. So, well, let's move on. We don't need to build the app every second. So, we added Crashlytics, and now we want to add things to the onboarding. Let's try to do something. So this is the onboarding. Eventually it's gonna build. I don't care. I can work half blind. We can work with the code. Let's see if my machine survives this stream. I promise that if you subscribe and we make some money, I'm gonna buy a faster machine. Jokes aside, so this is the onboarding, okay? And the onboarding screen that we have is more like a request for access to the notifications. We would like to have also something about Crashlytics here, okay? The idea that I have is that at the moment we have like just a button. If it needs permission, basically we show this. This is a text with a button. So this is for the notification permission. If everything is in place, we have let's go. I will probably put also something else here. How do we do? Like, what do we do? Like a toggle, like a switch. We can do like a switch. Okay, so
yes.
How do we do a switch in Compose? So Jetpack Compose. Do we have like a switch? Is it gonna give me some auto completion eventually? Who knows? It's gonna take a moment. Well, let's go here. Jetpack.
Some function that is called switch. Switch with some parameters inside.
Okay. Yeah, but switch.
And
here you go. Switch. So we have something called switch. Switch checked false because the default is false. And inside, how do you use this? So where do we have some documentation for this? Okay. I want to see a two-stage toggle component that provides on-off like options. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is the callbacks is for the unchanged. What do we have as something else here? Checked, nothing special. So when we, how do you use it? With our compose, switch, Jetpack, compose, playground, switch up. Let's try this one. Okay, so this is basically the check. This is the state, and then we have the callback on checked change. Okay. So let's start with this. Unchecked, changed, and we have something. Okay, looks good.
You need to add
Well, no, but this is
switch function.
This is because no, because it's already in a composable here, so
okay.
it should be okay. Try switch, yeah, super. So the thing that I want to do, okay, according to the piece of information that I have about compose, it's like if we build it like this, when you check it, it doesn't change anything. Okay, it doesn't switch because you need to take care of remembering the state, and that's what they are doing here basically. Check is like by remember something. Okay, it just took a million years to complain about I cannot find the Google the JSON file that I got lost because we had it. Where is the JSON file? It's here. So did I put it in the wrong folder? No, it's here. Yes, it's in the wrong folder.
You need to put in the root file.
Well, apparently it's in source. So
okay,
let's try again. So if I close this, we should be okay, right? Okay. Maybe. Let's try to do something here. So remember, and then we can remember the state. Remember, then a mutable state. And mutable state of true because it's a boolean. So mutable state of false because I wanted false at the beginning. And then we replace this, well, let's call it checked state. Checked state. Well, if you think you have a slow machine, man, I can prove you wrong. Okay, so this is basically a switch that is complaining about the import because there is a bug in Android Studio and this thing cannot resolve the get value. So I'm just gonna search in the code base where we have it, because I guess we have it somewhere. Get value. Yes, we already have it. So I'm just gonna copy paste this import here and I'm gonna put it here, and magically the error is gone. Okay, so
but this problem is only for this method or for
yeah, it's basically the import doesn't work in Android Studio Canary. Fabio is saying the idea next thing would be to disable the content provider at startup since some users want. Yes, that's actually the topic of this this episode. But I mean, right now my goal is to build the app, to be honest, because my machine is dying on this thing. Something that we can do basically now is checked state dot value equal 8. Okay, and this should be enough to have a switchable switch. Now, what's the problem here? Because we are using it with the by, so we don't need this. Or do we? We need to change it to var. What's the issue now? We need also the set, of course. You see? You have a bug on get and you have a bug on set, and then you are perfect. You fix the import and then you are good to go. And now another build started. It should be a bit faster. Come on, give me a break. So with this, we should get the new onboarding with 2 buttons. One, well, at least with a switch. I don't know if we can do the label. I think this is just the switch. So what we can do is try to also create some text around it. We can do like a row, I guess. And we can put everything in a row. And we can create like a text with enable crash reporting. And this should be
so now on the left side of the
yeah, the idea is that you build like a horizontal row. So you will probably have enable crash reporting and the switch immediately on the right. We will know eventually if I ever can we have like some sort of preview? No? Or do I need to? Yeah. Let's see if I.
But project build once for
at least I need one. I need one build. At least one build. But this is like a blindfold development, So okay, we are KPT. We are almost there. Come on, give me something. It's gonna be
black box coding.
Yeah, this is basically blindfold coding. I mean, you have no idea. We don't have much time, so it's just gonna be just some struggle that we can recover on Sunday maybe. But I don't want to give up. Just let's build the first thing and let's see. It's still downloading stuff. Every time it downloads stuff. I don't know what's going on with Android Studio. So the idea is that now we have like a row with a text and a switch, and we can toggle the switch. The part that we are missing is that we need to bubble up the information. What's oh, come on. What do you want? Composable invocation can only happen in the context of a composable function. What are you talking about? Bro, looks like a nice it's looks like a composable to me. Let's try again. When people say you need to be a positive person to be an engineer and a software developer. Yes, you need, because otherwise you wouldn't do what we do. But the morale is always high, because eventually I'm just gonna commit and we go to have some dinner. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
We need a bit of culo.
Yeah, we need so much culo. But yeah, we can do. But now we know that the stream is gonna depend heavily on Sebastiano's machine, or I need to buy another machine. I could probably. I don't know if I can like use a second machine for the OBS part and just do the coding on my machine, because this is actually unusually slow. I mean, I work with this computer every day, so this is incredibly slow.
Yeah, but I don't think that OBS impact on your.
Yeah, the encoding, yes, the encoding, because I mean, OBS is taking 40% of the CPU at the moment. So that's why, you know, it's already choking up the. Thank you for the energy. You need a video input card like an Elgato, like the one for the gaming thing, yeah, that you connect to the PlayStation, and then you, because I bought one of that. It's actually in delivery. It's like you connect it to the HDMI of your local computer, and then it becomes like external display for the main computer, but it's actually a computer, right? So you are connecting just the output.
Okay.
Let's see if we can build something, because I wanted to try. I mean, I wanted to give Sebastiano like some rest. I mean, he did so much. He's been doing so much so far. So, but again, I'm really struggling with this computer. But I mean, we're almost there.
And also, you can brag.
Hmm?
You can. You want to show what you're doing. What did you do? Look.
Yeah. That's the. I mean, he's not gonna be happy. I mean, I know for sure he's not gonna be happy. He's gonna give me so much shit. But success. At least we were able to build. Is installing, so you should be able to see something on my phone any moment. And we should be actually able to switch the okay. I guess my dark theme is affecting the. Let's disable dark mode for now. Okay, so we have a switch, and we can also toggle it, so that's perfect. You see, blindfold driven development, it still works. Let's see, maybe I'm just gonna also steal a spacer here. Let's do some preview. It should be faster. So the idea is that now we can toggle the switch, but what we don't have is a way to store the preference, because so we are basically we build a so-called stateful composable. Okay, so the state of the switch is in the composable itself. What we need to do is we need to bubble up the state, we need to hoist the state, and we need to basically feed the state into the composable. The idea behind is that we need to start reasoning with states and events. So the state that we need,
okay,
similar to what we already do with unidirectional data flow. So the state that we need is the state of the button here, okay? So the state of the switch. So instead of having this here, we need to feed it. This is a Boolean, okay? So we need to feed the Boolean in the constructor. So we are gonna just move this in the constructor. We are gonna call it crash reporting, crash reporting state, crash reporting enabled. Let's say enabled. Naming is hard. Boolean.
Injection in the composable.
Yeah, basically yes. Crash reporting enabled. So the composable is getting the state from outside where we can control it. So instead of doing this, we do this, okay? And if I can get some auto-completion would be nice. No, I don't want to install any plugin now. I mean, it's the worst moment to give me some update. So basically we replaced the state that we had here with the state coming from outside. And we do the same thing with the events. So when you switch the switch, you don't handle the state internally, but you actually propagate the state. You just send the event up, to somebody outside of the composable that can actually handle it. So what do we do? Well, what do we do, Aurelio? We have an event here. What do we do?
Yes, we can use a view model to retrieve this event and store it.
Eventually we will have a view model, but for just bubbling up the event here, we just call a lambda, because you can do everything with a function. So on switch changed, and we put the state that is basically the opposite of what we have here, right? Because it changed. And we just feed it to a lambda that we pass it in the constructor. So here we're gonna have on switch changed, and it's gonna be a function that has no name. It takes a boolean and it returns nothing. Okay, so now basically we are doing the same thing, but now the state and the events are a dependency in the constructor of our composable instead of some internal state in the composable itself. So if you try to run this, it's gonna break because of course we are changing the constructor. So but we are, so this is the preview. Let's try to fix the preview. What do we have here? We need a boolean. And we can call it false. And we need a lambda, so we just put a lambda here. Same thing on this other preview. This is a bit of the annoying part for Compose, that the preview are very manual and they tend to break when you change the API. I hope they somehow make them a bit more like dynamic. This one I want it true, and so we don't get a preview yet, but now if we go where we were using this, we are basically still broken because there is no way around. Where is it? One filter was okay. Where is it? Okay, what if I build this? Somebody's gonna complain, right? Probably in the main activity where we were using the onboarding screen. Here you go. So the onboarding screen now needs more stuff. Let's see. Let's give it a moment. If I go here, we will see that we have 1, 2, and we are missing the 2 things. So now here we need a boolean, and then we need a lambda when the switch changed. I don't know if we are gonna make it to the view model because it's already 8, but Let's try to make some more progress. What do we have here? So basically, this is the main activity where we are missing the stuff. Okay, so this is still a composable.
Okay.
We need to do the same thing that we are doing here. Actually, we can probably try to come up with something here, but this is the idea basically. This is the state, and then we have a lambda. So the state we can bubble up, or we can feed the view model here. I mean, I don't know if there is like a suggestion where to use it. Okay, they basically they have the content here, they have the screen, and then they feed the view model in the screen. So we can probably somehow put the view model here. We're gonna just take. Okay, let's get some people involved. Well, I mean, he's just not gonna be happy about the quality of the stream, but I'm sorry, I'm doing my best with what we have. You always need to think about that. You need to do your best with what you have to get what you need. But jokes aside, we are basically just gonna drop view model here because I don't think we can have we don't have much time more. So we have one view model per activity fragment. So at the very top of your composable. Yeah, but then yeah, but if you if you think about having one view model for fragment, at that point it might be it could be well, if we use a screen, a composable screen as a fragment, that's basically one view model for one screen, and that's the habit that I'm building, because then you have everything inside. It's a bit more cohesive. You have the view model part, the business logic related to that screen, and the screen itself. So I'm just gonna go for the onboarding view model here, model here. I'm actually very tired, I'm sorry, but the surgery. Okay, let's try to do this. You just need to do an import under Studio. You can do it. So the idea is that then you do just the. Okay, let's try to have like an injection somewhere. Can I do? How do we do the hilt view model thing? How do we do it? Nice. What are the stuff? What's this thing? Inject object. Hilt view model. How do I inject? I don't know. Let's try to val. Well, I don't need hilt right now. I can just build the view model manually. Yeah, tell me about it, my friend. I know, it's super slow. But I just want to give a try. Let's try to do this view model. I'm just not gonna waste much time on this. We're just gonna build the view model here. And let's see. I don't even get the auto completion anymore. Giving up on life. By view model inside the composable. I don't know. Actually, because I don't want the view model in the composable, but it might be correct. It might be correct, but I don't know yet. So I'm just gonna be for view model. Yeah. Okay, so we have the view model here, and then what you have is basically what you do is view model. So you have the state. Let's say the checked state that comes from the view model. Okay, like Crashlytics state, and this is gonna be a live data. So you basically do observe as state, okay, and then you feed it here. And the same thing goes for the no, you don't like the reformat, and the same thing goes for the
No.
for the events, right? So here you basically get a switch event. So you will do something like view model dot I don't know, send, or let's keep it simple. Do a send on Crashlytics changed, and then you pass the boolean. Okay, so that's basically how you will do it. So you will fetch the state from the view model and feed the events to the view model. Yeah, that's my concern, is that, you know, the composable are always like, I don't know, recomposed. So probably it's better if you feed them. Yeah, at the moment I don't want to do it because I'm just too tired and we don't have much time. So I just want to give you like a nice trampoline for Sunday. I just want to put something in motion for Sunday, and then we can call it a day, because I'm super tired. So I'm, as you can imagine, after yeah, I'm coming back. I have coming back a bit of time. I started working part-time, but I still wanted to do the streaming today, but I'm very tired. So I hope you enjoyed this mess for this couple of hours, barely cover 1 hour and something. I thank you all for your patience, especially for your patience. It was not much entertaining, but this is the scaffolding for what we are gonna do probably in the next few sessions. And so for now, I thank you. I thank you, everybody. I thank you, Aurelio, for your support, for your positive energy.
Thank you, Ivan.
And I really love the fact that there are people with us and they are supporting the channel, and I'm super happy and I'm super tired. So you can see probably that I'm crashing right now. I'm just gonna lay down and have some rest. And by the way, I also need my medicine at 8. So oh my god, this is so crazy. Okay, everything at the same time, but we can do it. Everything we can do it. We can overcome everything. Okay, I wish you the best, and I give you well, we see you on Sunday with Mark Ellison, with Sebastiano, and everybody that wants to join us on the chat. Have a nice evening, everybody.
Bye bye.